You see it in films all the time and you might not even realize it, but it's a trick that filmmakers use all the time. A crisp, in-focus subject and a blurry background. Though there's a few ways to achieve this look, it's also called shallow depth of field and bokeh. But I want to take a look at 3 reasons why you would want to use this look, and 3 reasons why you shouldn't. I'm Jeff Hans with CoLab Digital, and this is Movie Microscope. 1. To direct your attention. Oftentimes in film, there can be a lot going on in a scene. It's the job of the director and the cinematographer to decide where your eye is going to go.
You look like hammered shit.
Oh, thank you.
And this trick isn't only used for those people who are talking on screen. Sometimes the reaction of the character who isn't talking is more important than the one who is.
$1,000.
A changing shallow focus can also reveal parts of the environment, highlighting its individual characteristics. 2. To increase intensity. A shallow depth of field almost eliminates all of the detail around a subject, making them seem like they're floating alone in the scene. This isolating feeling can be used during a monologue to emphasize the importance of the words.
This watch was on your daddy's wrist when he was shot down over that Hanoi.
3. To subvert expectations. Knowing that the audience will be focused on what the camera is focused on, a filmmaker can choose to make the bits that are out of focus the subject of the scene. By making parts of a frame out of focus, you can play with your audience. You can add a little mystery as the finer details are missing. This is often the case in horror or suspense films, as the audience will struggle to make out what those blurred figures in the background really are. A shallow depth of field, when used correctly, can add layers to a scene, and it's something that a lot of moviegoers are familiar with. But it doesn't work in every situation, and here are a few examples of when not to use a shallow depth of field. 1. When the environment is a character. For the most part, movies focus on character or human interactions, but what happens when the environment is a character in the scene? Occasionally, everything that's happening around the character is just as important as what the characters are doing. And in that instance, a shallow depth of field doesn't allow for the audience to see everything that needs to be seen. 2. Sight gags. Unlike the horror genre, comedy can benefit from removing shallow depth of field from its cinematic tool belt. Keeping the foreground and background in focus at the same time gives you 2 levels to put comedic action. Forcing the audience to choose what to pay attention to can cause audience members claiming to see jokes that others may have not, encouraging repeat viewings.
Don't worry, lightning never strikes the same place twice. Where's Rachel?
3. Because it looks cool. There are plenty of cinematic tips, tricks, and devices that are visually pleasing. But without substance for choosing a shallow depth of field, a great tool loses its meaning and becomes an overused trope. That blurry background looks awesome. And when used with purpose, it can add layers to a scene. But used too much, and it begins to lose its spark. I'm Jeff Hans with CoLab Digital. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, hit the like button, subscribe, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below. Let us know what your favorite use of a shallow depth of field is in film. And we'll see you next time.